Hello, Saints Nation, and welcome back to some more Rainbow Six Siege action here today. My name is Jackson the Pride Brown, joined alongside John Billabang Zodima. It is going to be map number 3, your St. Clair Saints versus St. John's University here on Villa. It was a very dominant win for St. John's in Game 1. St. Clair will come through with a dominant win in Game number 2.
Yep.
And Game number 3, who knows who's going to take this one?
That's why it makes it so exciting, right? Because you have just like such one-sided victories for both teams on those maps, and those were their map picks that they were winning so confidently on. So now you get to this one, it is the last map left. You know, everything else got vetoed away, so now all you're stuck with is Villa. So we'll see how both these teams perform here. First ban gonna be Jackal. We've seen that. Interesting. We'll see. Do you think St. Clair goes for that Finca ban again? And yeah, never mind. Answer my question.
Yeah, you answered the question right there for you. But yeah, Finca ban gonna come through again. I think that they just don't want to play Unstoppable on that Finca because he was just so tedious with it, so annoying with the Finca to go up and
I think
play
he was really good with the gun too. I think that's why. It's because you take the gun out of his hands as well.
A lot of operator selects actually factor in the guns very heavily because each select of guns, like, I mean, it's very interesting. There's not many games where like each operator has a set of only guns that they have.
That's very interesting. So St. Clair's going to ban away Valkyrie, and that's something that St. Clair has been using a lot. So interesting that they're going to actually take that one away, and I don't know. So do you know if they're starting on it? So St. Clair's going to start on attack. So I guess it is just to take away St. John's initial defense and to help them out a lot. Because we were talking like both maps, I was going to say quickly, like both times it was one on attack, like it was so meaningful. Whoever found those first couple rounds turned that into a victory on both maps, right?
Yeah, and with St. Clair starting on the attacking side, I think the thought process here in this one is, hey guys, if we can take out Valkyrie, if we can take the lead here on the attacking side, you know, 4-2, maybe even 5-1, if that, it was going to be massive for us going into the defending side. Yes, we won't have Valkyrie, but we only need to win 2 rounds, 3 rounds at that point in time, and they're really trying to capitalize on this attacking side. I think it's a little bit of a gamble pick, though, because they have to at least get 3 on their attacking side now for that Valkyrie ban to be worth.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. So it is going to be interesting to see where they land at the halfway point, but we got to start ourselves off here on defense for St. John's University series. Tied at 1 game apiece. Winner going to grand finals here. Very, very meaningful game here in the NECC, and we see change here. Just going to be the Yana moving over to the I didn't realize that I can't remember his name right now. He's always banned, and he didn't get banned this time around. I didn't even notice that. Hey,
yeah, Cade. Cade's able to come through in this one. That's going to make things definitely interesting. So yeah, you do get to take out the Valkyrie there, but the Cade will come through, so that's going to cause some problems for yourself. Kinger is going to 6-pick off of the Ayana there and try to change things up for the side of St. Clair's offense, trying to throw a wrench into St. John's plans here in this game.
It is going to be Salty Boy on the Nomad, Rapid on the Flores this time around, so JMB's going to be piloting the Sophia. A little bit interesting there, and I mean, now St. Clair starting on the attack here. They didn't get side choice. It was St. John's getting that one because they did lose that second map. So St. John's taking the defense here. St. Clair going to be forced onto the attack at the beginning. So we'll see if they can try and take any kind of advantage. And I think that it is going to be whoever takes these early rounds, I think, is going to carry that momentum very, very heavily in their favor throughout this entire game.
I agree with you. It's the pattern we've seen so far, and I think that the pattern definitely does continue here on Villa in this matchup at hand, as Unstoppable just poached up behind his shield, looking to find some sort of an angle. He doesn't spot this player sliding across, of course, because Kinger is down below the window seal there. Kinger actually going to send some utility in here now, trying to open up this map a little bit more. It's trying to allow St. Clair to make their way actually inside to the building.
There's going to be them moving on through the second floor windows, seeing if they can catch anyone in the halls, but St. John's playing very reserved on this defense. Haven't really sent anyone too far out. Unstoppable is going to be roaming through these halls, seeing if he can catch anyone on these peaks. Not seeing anyone just yet. Sees one through the hole, but doesn't land a shot, so we'll be minute 41 left in this one. No one going down quite early here, and every single one of these rounds is going to be so meaningful for both of these teams because it is game 3, it is semifinals here, and winner is going to be moving on to that grand finals.
Yeah, the grand finals matchup at hand is either going to be Purdue Black, which is their C roster. Their C roster and champions. They have 2 rosters and legends. I mean, we were talking about this beforehand. Purdue, just obviously crazy powerhouse R6 school. But the matchup at hand in the other side of semifinals is going to be BGSU and Purdue Black. So the winner of this game will play the winner of that game. And I don't think there's a third place game for these losers as well. So I think that if you lose this one, you're done competing here for your NECC playoffs. And for some of these players, I know at least for the side of St. Clair, like JMB's, Chars, Kinger, so many of these players are graduating. So there's so much impact here on this series.
Oh, Unstoppable finds 2 with the pistol there. Able to not get traded out, able to find that kill, but JMB's going to find Warlord. JMB's going to shot out some more. Unstoppable going to find a third as well. Kinger going to get the trade on a Winged Hussar, but Unstoppable's still alive here. Smasher going to find Kinger now. A 1v2 scenario here. Out of nowhere, everyone is just going down, and now Char's left in 1v2, both very low HP. Oh, Char's doesn't see the player there. He's going to back all the way out to the other hallway. He has to swing both of these corners at the same time. Going to see this player, shot's going to come through. Going to knock him down here, able to finish him off in just a second. There's one swinging behind him, but it's not going to be anything happening so far. 19 seconds left. Smasher, very, very low HP, and Charles knows exactly where he is. He
has the diffuser.
Oh, this is going to be tough. Oh, he's going to go for the plant here, but this player going to swing around, going to spot him out. He's going to see him. Yes, he will. Shot's going to come through, and Smasher with a headshot is going to find Charles and take the round. Charles almost finding the 1v2 there, but had to get that diffuser down, and it cost him his life.
Yeah, the time was the killer there, right? Because Charles was forced to put the diffuser down in that position at that time frame. So it does allow Smasher to know, hey, Smasher's thinking at that point in time, hey, he has to be planting this diffuser now. So let's just take a little bit of a peek. He will go for the peek and he will find the kill. A great try there for Charles. He does find the first in the 1v2, but left in the 1v1 falling, like you said, having to plant that diffuser down. St. John's taking a 1-0 lead. We were talking about how important it is to take these first couple rounds because both these teams who have found early momentum have found success later on.
Yeah, and I think the key in that round was the fact that Unstoppable didn't get traded out. He found that second kill with the pistol and then moved on and found a third as well. So doing a lot of the heavy lifting in that round for the side of St. John's, like we saw him do in map number 1. And now we go on to round number 2. Again, looks like St. Clair going to be going with a lot of the same operators here, actually. Nobody can be changing up for them at all on this attack. And I think, honestly, the push was very, very successful for them. I think on it, they could have had a good chance of winning that round if they find that initial kill onto Unstoppable.
Yeah. Unstoppable was just unstoppable. I mean, I've already said it once, so I'm going to say it again here in this series.
You can only use that so many times.
Well, yeah, you know, we've had lots of time in between the last time I used it, so here we are, Unstoppable, and he did make a huge play. Like, they don't. I personally think that they don't win that round if it isn't for Unstoppable.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
So here we are, round 2, and I keep bringing it up. This early momentum in this game is so big. I think that the Saints can't even let St. John's take a 2-0 lead. I think that's alone is scary itself. It's very important that they at least try to keep things competitive, a tie game within one round. So St. John's here is going to find the first pick. That is so early on, just 17 seconds into this one, and they will find Salty Boy. Unstoppable
has found another gear here on Villa, looking so hot starting off this map. We saw how powerful he was on map number 1 when he gets going. How scary it is for St. Clair to push through onto these sites because they know he's going to be roaming around looking for more kills, and every time you hop through a window, every time you peek a corner, you're thinking somewhere in the back of your mind, maybe he's swinging this one, he's going to get me. So definitely got to try and take him down early on in this one. He's going to pop a window here, going to try and push forward. But you see how much more safely they're playing here, because now they're forced into this 4v5 scenario early on in this round. You can't be giving up any kills, because you go down to 3v5. It makes things almost impossible for you guys to win the round.
Yeah, definitely not impossible, but I know what you're saying.
Very tough.
Very unlikely to try to come through and win that round, because numbers advantage in Siege is just so big to keep all of these assets alive for your teams. Chars actually makes his way through inside the building. Rapids in here as well. Shoots out some of this utility, and St. Clair with a very good opening execution to make their way in onto this bomb site and actually make their way in onto this building.
I like the fuse choice here. I think it's actually really smart because you have good position now. You push yourself up far enough that this fuse is going to be so annoying to deal with. Oh, it doesn't get spotted outside that window. Rapid able to just slide away for a moment. MB's going to move forward here. Oh, there's a player down there. Oh, he's going to shoot through. He's not going to see him just yet.
Oh, my goodness.
That is so unfortunate. If he just moves, if he's like shooting 2 inches to the right, he actually gets that player, but unfortunately couldn't find it. Now minute 11 left in this round. And St. Clair pushed through here.
Yeah, we're still left in this 4v5. Salty Boy, he went down in the first 15 seconds of this round. We haven't really seen much action since then. JMBC had a great opportunity to try and make the trade happen. It was just like you were saying, just so close to finding that kill, but just not able to get the lineup through the wall. The verticality for St. Clair is trying to come through, but St. John's just is not giving them any of the openings that St. Clair is looking for in this one here right now. 40 seconds left. St. Clair, you got to start to get a little bit more concerned about this time. Warlord is going to be tagged down pretty drastically due to some grenades. So a little bit of health knocked off, but the player advantage is still there for St. John's.
Yeah, it was super important that they try and find a kill with that fuse, but unfortunately, all it did get was a little bit of damage on the Warlord. Rapid gonna finish him up, though. Gonna find that kill now, 4v4, but 23 seconds left against St. Clair. Stuck in this scenario. They have to push onto site. They have to get this diffuser down. Winkassar gonna shut them down. Unstoppable. Gonna take down JM Beast as well, but diffuser still being planted here, actually. Char's gonna stick that one down. They will be able to get it. Shot's gonna come through here. Kinger going down so low. Still gonna stay alive for a moment. Char's gonna chip down as well. That's gonna be a kill coming through for Smasher. Just gonna be Kinger remaining, and he is at 5 HP. Can he make a play on this one? Has spot on bomb. Does find a kill actually with a headshot, but Heretic gonna stick that one, and that is going to be him getting knocked anyway. And that is going to be a second round win for St. John's.
Yeah, it's a tough one there for the Saints. The 2-0 lead is there for the side of St. John's. They've found this early momentum here on the defending side of Villa. And it does look like... So here's one thing I want to point out as well. St. John's got to pick what side they wanted to start on in this map 3 because they lost map 2. So St. John's got to pick the starting defensive side. And I think that's also throwing a little bit of a wrench in St. Clair's plans. It gives St. John's their more comfortable pick early on here. And it's going to lead to a 2-0 lead for the side of St. John's. But if you're going into round 3 here now, would you say that this is a must-win for Saints?
No, I think for Saints, again, they did get side selection, so I think if you can take at least 1 or 2 rounds throughout this entire thing, I think you'll be feeling okay.
Oh, I think you need a minimum of 2.
Oh, yeah, I think you need a minimum of 2. I think going 5-1.5 is just really, really tough. It puts you under such pressure to try and perform here on the other side of things. And we are going to be getting Warlord here on Capcan. So we've seen a lot of flexibility from the players on the side of St. John's. We've seen them go through so many different operators. They've played so many different things. I think I've seen multiple players play the same operator as well, so they're very flexible in their choices here. We are going to have St. Clair again going for the same agents as they did, or the same operators as they did in that last round, and no surprises there, sticking with what they were comfortable with. And I think when you're playing on the unfavored side on a map that, I mean, it was mutually decided, but definitely not favored in your side, I think for them staying comfortable is going to be very important. And I think finding an initial kill is going to be very important too, because Salty Boy went down like 10 seconds into that round last time, right? So you're playing 4v5, and it means you kind of get stuck checking every corner. You have to get traded. You get to get trades coming through for yourself, or else you split yourself in such a difficult scenario. And you see the pressure that St. Clair has on them. Look at them all on the same wall trying to push through.
I don't mind this play here. They haven't really grouped up so much on their attacking side. St. Clair's been playing this whole series pretty spread out, and I like that they are grouped up here now together. I think that they have been struggling to find each other's trades, and if they can come through and actually at least just find some trades here in this one, it'll definitely help them moving forwards in this round. They are going to split up a little bit now, though, as they each try to find their own opening through onto this bomb site.
Nitrocell gonna pop here on the roof, but nobody's gonna be there actually, so they'll be okay for the moment. Actually, never mind. Kinger's hopped on top of that one. He's gonna go down to half HP now. Has to back off on that Thatcher. The MB's gonna check the corner here. Not gonna see anyone, but there is someone swinging here. Can he find this player on the other side of the wall? Oh, that's gonna be a little bit of util, and he's gonna go down as well. Those Capcan traps doing some decent damage, and now St. Clair just down to lower HP just simply because of really good ordnance placement by the side of St. John's.
Yeah, this utility for St. John's has been big. I mean, yeah, there's no kills that are through quite yet, but if you look at the combined health of Jam Beast and Kinger, it is just barely over a full player's HP here right now in this one. Lots of drones being shot at as well, trying to limit the St. Clair information from coming through, and you have a lot of information if you are St. John's here right now. Compared to St. Clair, they don't really have a whole lot. They have made their way into the sites all as a group, though, so we should be able to see some trades come through and some good group aggression come in for the side of the Saints. Does he find that angle on the player there? I don't think that's the case.
No, I think he's on the other side of the wall, so he's not going to be able to spot him out just yet. He's going to have a pretty good angle on site, though. If he can hold that and try and find a kill through, that would be absolutely massive. JMB's going to check the stairs, but that is the worst time you can find to check those stairs. And now St. Clair, again, this 4v5 scenario here. 50 seconds left. Pressure to get onto site here. Char's going to check the stairs. Well, Rapid going to find the kill. Unstoppable going to trade him right back, though. 3v4. Kinger holding this angle. Unstoppable going to find another here. No, he's actually going to... Yes, he's going to go down. Kinger getting Heretic. Unstoppable going to find another kill, though, and Kinger down 0 HP. Salty Boy, the only one left standing for St. Clair at full HP, and he has a lot of work to do. Smasher going to shut him down, and that's just going to be a Kinger with low HP here. The only hope for St. Clair.
There where he is too, and there's the peak for Unstoppable. He's going to find this one in this game. It's going to be a 3-0 lead for St. John's University here. The Saints are down 3-0. We said they need a minimum of 2 here in this one, and I'm still sticking to my gut on that one. They need to find the remaining half of their attacking side. They have to win it out.
I think you got to at least find a round or 2 here to bring something back. You got to get some kind of momentum under you, because right now they just look totally defeated. And I mean, honestly, a lot of it is off the back of Unstoppable. He's been looking so good throughout this half. He looks a lot like he did in map number 1, right? Where it was just every single round he finds these kills. He doesn't get traded. Like, the big thing is, St. Clair just cannot trade him out. They can't, like, he finds kills. He's able to escape out through these doorways, escape out through the back halls, through stairways, and they just can't find him to get those trades through. And if you're not finding that trade onto Unstoppable, it makes things so difficult for you to move forward, because you know there's going to be one on your flank or from whatever angle he's been watching. And it makes it really tough, because now how do you move forward when you know there's a player behind you? Puts you in a tough scenario here, and St. Clair got to find some kind of round here, some kind of momentum moving forward, because if you go down 5-1 or 6-0, I think it's pretty much over.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one, right? The 5-1's just killer too as well, because that's the thing. If you get 5 rounds on your, like, whatever side it is, your first initial side, you only need 2 to close that game out. 2 rounds isn't, you know, too astronomical of a setup here, and it's really interesting as well. We were talking about how St. Clair, them banning out the Valkyrie is going to mean that they need to find some more of these attacking rounds early on here, and the Valkyrie ban isn't really impacting St. John's at all.
No, because the thing is, Jaeger, I'm pretty sure, has a similar gun or the same gun as Valkyrie does, so you can kind of play the same thing, right? Where you're playing that roamer, where you're running through these halls trying to find picks, and that's really what he excels at. So for him, it's kind of the same idea, where you're playing that roaming style, you're finding these early picks. So he actually got spotted out in this really aggressive position here, though. Salty Boy going to find him. We'll see if St. Clair tries to collapse on him here, force him out Smasher. Just going to back off here, take out that drone. He's going to get chipped down a little bit here. Going to survive for the moment. JMB's going to find a couple shots on him, but going to pop out from any danger there. And now St. Clair going to keep droning to see if they can find any more members of St. John's.
Yeah, it's still a stalemate of the 5v5 after the first 50 seconds of this round. However, the Saints, they've done a half-decent job of finding some openings here, at least getting a little bit of control through these windows. They haven't really been able to make their way inside of these sites quite yet, but with these drones coming through, they're trying to get this intel so they actually can make their way through and onto this site. They know someone is behind this shield here, so they know they have to worry about the Heretic, and I think if the Heretic can find just 1 kill here, it's really going to shut off this point of access for the Saints.
They have 2 lying down on the floor here trying to find this player, but shots coming through here. Smasher and Unstoppable both down low HP. St. Clair still all sitting at full. 1:39, so still a lot of time for them to decide how they want to attack, but they haven't really made too much progress in through the building as of yet. One gets spotted earlier. JM Beast going to win that fight there. Is going to get the headshot and is going to be now a 5v4 the first time in this game. They have been able to find an advantage to start off the round, and that is huge for them.
Yeah, it's definitely big for them. They haven't had a player advantage in quite some time. I don't even know if they've had one at all here in this map. It is going to be, though, St. John's still fairly set up for the St. Clair presence. What do we see happen? The Heretic going for a swing. The drone is here. There's a player right behind that drone, though. What is happening in this play call here? The Heretic going to reload, but he's going to be swung. JM Beast will find the kill. It's a multiplayer advantage for the side of the Saints. JM Beast with the diffuser in hand, trying to get this plant down.
Wants to try and force it, but he is down to half HP here. Kinger going to find Warlord, though. Push to a 5v2. Unstoppable down half HP. Kinger going to go down, though. Wingdasar going to find one on the backside. Going to be able to slink away as well. JM Beast, meanwhile, is going to get the plant down. No, Diffuser is down. Salty Boy going to take down Unstoppable. Now it is just Wingdasar against 4. Can he do it here? Going to get swung on. Going to get down. Take it down to 60 HP here. Going to try and walk away, but he has just nowhere to go here. There's 3 players walking towards him. He's going to get swung on. Char's going to find that kill, and St. Clair going to find their first round here on attack.
Yeah, it was very important that they found one here, because if they don't find one here, that means the side of St. John's takes a 4-0 lead, giving St. Clair a maximum of 2 rounds won on their attacking side. So here we go. 4 rounds have been played out. We got round 5 and 6 remaining for St. Clair on the attack. They've won their first attacking round. You have to take away what was good with that round and utilize it again in this next round, because, you know, we were talking about how St. Clair needs at least 1 or 2 rounds in this half. Now that they got the 1, I think they're really striving to at least try to get this 2 or 3 rounds here now.
I think the problem is, though, now that St. John's has used up all of those bomb sites, they can go back to any of the ones they choose, and I say that definitely there's two very strong ones for the defense here. So going towards dining room and kitchen, very good idea for them. It is very defensive favored. So St. Clair, you need to find around here on these more defensive favored bomb sites, because that is going to be so pivotal for you to try and actually take this map, because you got to find, like I said, I think two rounds in this half is going to be very important for them to try and find a way back in this game.
Yeah, I mean, 2 rounds in this half will suffice in my eyes here. If they drop down in this half 4-2, they go to the defending side, they should be A-okay. But it all just comes down to these last 2 rounds. I think these last 2 rounds make or break this series, I'm completely honest here. It is going to be, though, for the side of St. John's, the real problem I'm seeing is Smasher and Unstoppable are doing it all right now. The side of the Heretic, Winged User, and Warlord, yes, they're still in here. They're providing a little bit of impact. They got 4 kills combined, but you know, between those 3 players, they have the same amount of kills as the second frag for St. John's.
Yeah, I definitely think for me it is just Unstoppable being his name, honestly. And you see him hop out of the window here. Doesn't find anyone on the outside, though, so doesn't get that spawn peek like he did on Salty a couple of rounds ago. Will be forced back in towards that building. But now St. Clair, aware of the fact that he's willing to swing on that outside. They have to be a little bit more careful here where they play on these outside ledges.
Yeah, St. Clair will open up some of these windows, but yeah, you got to be careful because Unstoppable can be at any point of the map at any point of time, especially after he went for that spawn peek. He's definitely going to be a little bit more of a roamer in this round unless he's made his way back onto the bomb site. Salty Boy has made his way through. He's now laying down inside of the building here, trying to find somebody to cross his angle. Smasher still peeking out of these windows, and honestly, St. John's is starting to show a lot more aggression that we just haven't seen out of them all series long, and I think the Saints are just really not going to expect it.
Smasher sitting at 4-1. He's feeling confident right now in himself, in his game, and that's what you want to do when you're feeling confident. Play that aggressive style, because the other team maybe not expecting it. I think they are expecting it, though, because Unstoppable has been playing so aggressive throughout these rounds, so definitely not something they will be surprised by. Nonetheless, St. Clair gonna put some stuff through here. Warlord gonna find Salty, though. First blood over to St. John's in this one. Able to push St. Clair off site for now, but they are cruising forward actually here. Gonna spot it out rapid. Gonna get one through. Gonna spot another one out here. Gets the headshot and is able to walk away. The knock being so effective here. Nade gonna be cocked here. One gonna come from behind, but Unstoppable not able to find that kill. Smasher gonna find Charge, though. Will be able to clean it up for him. But look at the HP now. Smasher and Unstoppable both so low. JMB's gonna clean one up here, and Smasher trying to run away with his life for a second here. That's gonna be Rapid finding the one on site. A triple kill for him, and Smasher, low HP, just trying to run away. Look how far away he is from those sites. It's gonna be tough for him to win this round.
Yeah, he's making his way in there nice and quick here. Now he's going to slow things down, trying to find himself an opening. Going for a peek. He spots a player out, actually.
Oh, he's going to wait.
Oh, the trigger discipline. They're not going to expect him there, but Rapid for the sweep. That's a 4K for Rapid in this round. Single-handedly putting the Saints back into this game. It's a 3-2 scoreline here now.
It's like, are you sure you checked all those angles? Because I think there's somebody over there. Rapid calls him out on that one. 4 kills for him in that round. That is absolutely huge for St. Clair. Rapid turning it up here. And this is exactly what we wanted to see. That is exactly what we need to see in this map number 3. Because St. Clair, if you can draw even on the attack here, you're going to go to defense. I think that is an absolutely huge dub for them.
Yeah, if they can draw this one to even going to the defense, I completely agree with you. Huge for them. And even more important there, that was the ideal objective location for St. John's. Like, that was the location that they wanted to play out of. They had all the options in the world for what location they were actually able to play, and they go onto that first floor, and they were not able to clean it up now. So they got to move over to their second best site, and if St. Clair can do that to the first initial one, St. Clair, can they continue with this momentum, and can they do it to the second best site for St. John's as well?
I think importantly there too, Salty Boy going down very early, but St. Clair still ended up winning that round very handily. So I mean, a lot of that did obviously come off of the back of Rapid going absolutely insane in that round, sitting at 7-3 now on the Twitch. I like the change on the knock that round as well. I think it was a good change from them. Makes them a little bit more unpredictable now here going into the final round of the half. And we see a couple changes here. We see the Frost come out as well as the Rooney for the side of St. John's. St. Clair sticking with the same old. It's been working for them so far. They're going to go back to it. No, Rapid actually going to go back to that Flores that he was on so much early on in his attacking half.
Yeah, it's a whole different setup here now for this team. It's going to be back to the defaults that St. John's was playing very early on in this game. They're going back to their old ways. They found their round wins there. They've lost 2 in a row here now, and this is where St. Clair is trying to tie things up here, and St. John's is where they try to pull away. If St. John's can pull away with a 4-2 lead, that is very beneficial for them.
So how is Unstoppable? I don't know. Unstoppable got chipped down a little bit here, but he's actually starting the round a little bit lower HP. So I don't really know how that happened, but that is actually a small advantage for St. Clair, I guess.
Maybe a little bit of a wall bang, some loose shots through a window. Who knows? Maybe some utility
Accidental
coming through.
util.
Yeah. If you blow up a drone like right at your feet, does it inflict any kind of damage to you at all? Or
Not
no?
your
Okay,
own,
so
but like if you shoot back your teammate who's shooting a drone at his feet, then maybe. But I guess we'll never know. But regardless, St. Clair will take a small advantage heading into this round, albeit very, very small. It is only about 15 HP or so, but it's going to be St. Clair pushing through balcony here. Flores can drone in through. So much information that they get from those drones. They're so useful, and you see St. Clair staying outside, trying to get as much info as they can before they push in.
Yeah, trying to get so much info here. Look at all of this utility coming through to shut down these shields, to shut down any angle that the side of St. John's can have here for themselves in this one. Still a 5v5. We're about halfway through this action phase of round number 6. A very, very vital part of this series. This is literally the season on the line. The Herectic will find the first. Rapid, good for a trade onto Unstoppable. Rapid will go down. Kinger team kills Jars. He will find the Herectic though. And it's now a 2v3. Kinger and Salty Boy. Some utility coming down. Warlord. Winged and Smasher for the side of St. John. So much pressure on the Saints. Kinger, though, will get a knock onto one. Salty Boy will fall. It's all up to Kinger in the 1v3. One of the players is going to be knocked down. Kinger, the pressure is on.
Can he find these kills? Down to half HP. Wingdasar is down, though. Player moving forward here. Spots him out. Gets him down, but not able to get the kill. Warlord down to half HP, but they know where he is now. He's in such a tough spot. He's getting shot from 2 angles here. Can he make this happen, or will he go down and will be a 4-2 half for St. John's here? See if he can spot this player moving out. See if he gets the timing here. Going to go over. Actually going for the resident team. But no, he's going to go down before he can get it. Wingdasar going to be going down. Shots coming through, but Smash are going to find Kinger's head, and that is going to be 4-2 in the half for St. John's.
This kill just looks... Oh, he actually had a really good angle.
You know what it
there.
was? It was actually so smart. So Kinger was going around to make sure that they couldn't get that last second res, and because he baited out that res, went for the wall bang, he knew where Kinger was going to be swinging out from because his teammate was checking the other side. So actually a very, very smart play from St. John's there to clean up that half. And now 4-2, I mean, we talked about, I think 2 rounds was enough for St. Clair.
2 rounds was enough. That was the minimum in my eyes. Well, the minimum was the 2 rounds. It's definitely enough. It's not your ideal setup by any means necessary, but it's as close to a scoreline you can get that's not a tie.
Yeah.
So St. Clair going to be trailing by 2, looking to turn this one around. But yeah, like you were saying, a very 200 IQ play from the side of St. John's to close out that 4th round. There's a reason they're playing and we're casting.
True. Very true. Is going to be now defense here for the side of St. Clair. We're going to have Maestro, Amaya, Jaeger, Mute, and Mozzie come through for St. Clair. On the attack, obviously they can't change. Ooh, Wingdasar looking like he wants to go back to that Osa that worked so effectively for them on Bank. We're going to have Heretic swapping over onto the Thatcher. We're going to have Unstoppable going over to the Zofia. So Nomad, pretty standard attacker on this map. I think I've basically seen it every single round. Is so strong with those air jabs. And Warlord going to be staying on that Hibana. No, actually going to be going over towards the Ace. So almost a wholesale change for the side of St. John's here.
5 seconds to
Yeah,
go.
it's quite some changes being made. I mean, yeah, Smasher the only one really sticking to his guts there on that play. And it's still going to be Smasher Unstoppable making these big plays happen. I think if you're St. Clair, if you can get first bloods or just get Unstoppable and Smasher out of the round early, it'll help you so much. Here's the drone placements coming through once again for the side of St. John's. We've talked about it all series long. And look at it. They are, you know, the most perfect ones. They're not as crazy as the ones I feel like we saw in Clubhouse and whatnot. But they're still coming through and finding these great angles that St. Clair might not be able to really find these drones for.
And this right here, the Osa shield is going to be so strong because you can poke holes in these walls. You just get free shots from balcony. You're completely covered by that shield. You can see where that bomb could possibly be planted, and it makes things so difficult for St. Clair. So they're going to have to constantly be watching that angle to make sure that they don't find an advantage because, I mean, if they're able to get control of this room and they're able to get a plant down on site behind that wall, I feel like St. Clair, almost impossible to get that defuse through without you getting shot from like 3 different angles.
Yeah, the Osu has been massive in this series already and is looking to go massive here once again on Villa. St. John's, here's the thing. What do you think St. Clair has potential to win this game if St. John's finds round 1 here? That's one thing that's kind of interesting.
I think so. I think it would be a tough blow, but I think they're still doing pretty good. It's only 4-2 if they do it. It's still 5-2. It's definitely still comebackable. for them, but it is going to have, they're going to rethink their defense a little bit more here, but nonetheless, a minute and a half, no one going down quite yet. No one actually taking any damage so far in this round, so 5v5 still for both these sides. Shots coming through here on this long hallway, but not finding anybody just yet.
Looks like Rapid really wants to try to go for a little bit of a play over towards these long halls. He wants to give this aggression over to the other side, and I don't know how I feel about it. It's either going to work out very well or very badly. It's one of the two here, and it is going to be the side of on St. John's, actually. They're already down to just a minute left here to make their way on into this bomb site, and St. Clair hasn't given up one player yet, not even a sliver of damage.
They've called it, though. Osa moving in here, going to pop that shield in the doorway, get so much information, shot out quite low, but going to be able to pop the shield down and walk out. Absolutely huge for them on this attacking round. Player going to be spotted out here. Information given, but won't push it quite yet. Unstoppable going to be slinking up through here. Player not watching from behind, going to find one. See if they can find a second here on Psych. No, JMB's going to find a headshot there. Going to even up at 4-4, but he is down to his very, very low HP. Still somehow surviving on site, though.
Yeah, Diffuser going down now for the Heretic, and Kinger will find the kill. Diffuser not able to go through. Warlord will fall. That is Winged User getting tagged out. Smasher good for one. It's a 3v2. Winged User very, very weak on Rapid will find that kill. A 1v3 for Smasher to make this play happen. 14 seconds remaining, and he has to put this Diffuser down. It's looking perfect for St. Clair to try to close this one out. They know exactly where Smasher's located. He spots out one, but Chars is good for the kill, and your Saints will force this one now to a 5-3 scoreline.
4-3s.
Oh, four.
Yeah, 4-3.
4-3, yeah, 4-3.
So it is very close to even here, and I mean, it was actually a pretty good attacking round there for the side of St. John's. They did exactly what they wanted to do. They got control of that back corner room. They moved that Osa, and they put the shield down in the doorway. The problem was Unstoppable on the flank ended up getting killed very early on, so they didn't have that kind of, you know, fifth person available for them to say, okay, we have someone coming in through the flank, you have pressure from behind you, and you have pressure coming from in front of you. Because he wasn't able to get that kills, St. Clair able to shore up their defense, able to push forward and say, okay, you can send the Osa shield down, but it doesn't matter because everyone else is dying around them. So it's going to be St. Clair taking that round and now pulling it to 3-4. And is this when you start getting nervous? Oh, Unstoppable going to be going on the Osa on this one. I don't know about this.
I don't see. Here's my idea: the Unstoppable on the Osa is going to work out so crazy, and it's going to give St. John's a crazy good round win and fairly dominant, or it's just utterly terrible, and Saints will just have a crazy dominant round win here. I think the Osa is a really interesting pick to come through for Unstoppable. Who did we see it on before?
It was on Winged Hussar. Winged Hussar was, I think. Actually, Warlord might have played in the round. I don't know. Like I said, they've been playing like everybody, everything. So I think
it's a very good asset to have. If
yeah,
you are from the side of St. John's, that be able to play so many different operators. Your operator select to be so wide and has such a variety that so many different players can actually play on.
And especially because attack now, you can change operators too, right? So like it makes it so much more flexible and it makes you so unpredictable even throughout this like setup phase.
Yeah, definitely makes you very unpredictable because now they don't even really know exactly what's 100% happening. The Osu, they know Unstoppable's on the Osu. Osa, sorry, my bad. You know, there's
I know, I got it, trust me. I've mixed that one up so many times myself.
But here we go, yeah, Osa, Unstoppable on the Osa here this time, and it's going to be very interesting to see how he does play on that one. Winged User now this time going for a change over onto the Maverick, trying to open things up a little bit more. What is it that he actually uses to open up the wall?
Look, he's just pushing through. He doesn't even care. Player here going to be spotted out here. They know he's close by. Wing going to go for the shots here. Kinger, very low HP, but going to be able to survive for the moment. Shots can come through. Wing Hussar actually going to go down here. Going to be protected by the Osa for a moment, though. Rapid going to find Warlord, though, with a headshot. That's huge. Nitro Cell going to be popped here, but Kinger not going to find any value with it just yet. But Winged Hussar still down in this room. Tried to back out to a teammate, but wasn't able to just yet. Now Unstoppable will be able to get the pickup through. But now 4v2, Kinger and Winged Hussar very low HP.
Yeah, very, very low HP here now. It's going to just be a big player advantage for the side of St. Clair. Now, does St. Clair get a Q when St. John's revives their teammate there? Like, does St. Clair know that he's back up into play? Okay, so they don't know if he's knocked. They don't know if he's back into play. Yeah. But
well, he didn't die, so they know he's most likely back up because they backed off that space.
Yeah, Winged User. He can find a kill. I mean, that'd be crazy for himself. Despite going down, coming back and finding a kill has got to be some of the best feelings here in Rainbow Six. The hold is still here for St. Clair.
Oh, they lined up! They lined up for him, and Rapid will take full advantage of that. Gonna find another one. A quad kill for Rapid, looking for the ace here. Unstoppable, the only one left. If anybody could do it, in a 1v4 scenario, it would be unstoppable, but Rapid is on a tear right now. This round, he's going to find it. The ace comes through for Rapid, and he will tie us up at 4 apiece. What a round from this player.
Rapid has, what was it, a 3K in the last one, a 5K, a ace, and this one is going to give Rapid an insane stat line and force the Saints back into a tie game. And now with the Saints on the defending side, winning the first 2 rounds on it, we've seen majority of these rounds won on the defending side here as well. I think this is kind of turning into St. Clair's game to win.
Yeah, I definitely think Rapid's starting to warm up here. I was going to use your line him up, shut him down, because that was absolutely beautiful from him. Held that. We saw him sit there holding hallway for so long, and you get so tempted to actually just move out from that area, right? Because you want to swing behind yourself. You want to check your other corners, but he held that hallway strong. He moves over just a slight bit for a second, sees 2 players, and one's unfortunately running away, trying to rotate on the other side, catches him from behind, finds a second player as well, and from there, it was just like dominoes falling. He found one, found another right after, and then Unstoppable just couldn't win that gunfight against Rapid. Now 15-4 in this game. An absolute force to be stopped.
Yeah, that is definitely a force to be reckoned with here right now if you are the side of Rapid. I mean, it's actually crazy to see because if you look at things, his whole team combined has 16 kills and he has 15. So, yeah, 31 kills for the Saints, 15 belong to Rapid. The only thing that really concerns me is if Rapid can't keep up with the pace he's currently on, do the Saints go back into that rut of losing a couple of these rounds?
I think JM Beast and Kinger both being positive is really good for them, though. I think that, like, if you look across the stat lines, the KDs for St. Clair actually look pretty good compared to the side of St. John's, but it is a tie game right now. So both these teams trying to find something in their favor. Both of them trying to make it towards that NECC Grand Final. It's going to come down to a couple rounds here on Villa. And I told you, Map 3 was going to be close, right? It was anybody's game to win. And we've seen both teams have completely dominant rounds. We've seen some rounds just go to absolute insanity. Like nothing happens in the last 30 seconds. Everybody is just being traded and dies and everything happening. So I don't really know what to expect in these last couple rounds. I think it's going to be exciting, though, for sure.
It's definitely going to be an exciting one here in this one. It's going to be still a 5v5 here through the first 45 seconds of this round, so no early kills coming through from either of these teams. St. Clair isn't showing as much of the aggression that Unstoppable did, but look at Kinger. This is going to be so big for St. Clair on the defense to have the intel on where the attackers are actually located and where, you know, you get a little bit of an idea of where you think they're going to actually be pushing from here as well.
If Unstoppable just sticks in the corner for any second, he's going to shot it immediately. Yeah, they know he's there. They know he's sitting there. Shot's going to come through. Nitro Cell going to be popped, and that's going to be a free kill for Salty Boy. Pulse coming through. Clutch for St. Clair, and now they are at that 5v4 advantage going on in this round.
That Pulse is literally like legal wall hacks.
It's crazy. It's like, so much value.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like you see it more often, but it's just not the case. So Chars will find wing user here. That's going to be a 2-player advantage.
And Smasher's down. That's another player. Oh my goodness. What is going on? St. Clair has turned it up to another level. Warlord going to get the res on the Smasher here. Was in that frost trap, but now look at 20 HP. Rapid going to find Warlord. One left here. They know exactly where he is. Going to find a kill, but going to be traded out. And St. Clair have just taken complete control of this game. Up 5-4 now. Looking to try and make it to the grand finals.
And 3 rounds unanswered. And they're not even like crazy close. These are 3 rounds unanswered. Dominant favor for St. Clair. They moved to this defending side and haven't dropped a round since. JMB, see if he landed in that trap? Yes, he did, JMB.
Yes,
he did land in that trap.
You can look back in the VOD and you'll know he landed on that trap. So wherever you put it, that was a pretty good spot for it. Now 5-4 and St. Clair.
They're not responding because they do not want that trap there again. They be like, dude, I'm not telling you. Like,
but now because they don't answer, he just knows.
Yeah,
he just knows. He knows. He's like, I got you on that one. So St. Clair gonna go up to a 5-4 advantage now, and not looking so great on the attack, but this defense has looked absolutely incredible for them. Like they're just, there doesn't really seem to be an answer for St. John's so far right now. Like they just haven't been able to find any kind of advantage, any kind of kills, and it just really starts off with such good team play. You saw Kinger walking around with that pulse being like, all right, we watch him move all the way through the second floor. We get to a corner. He finally sits there for 2 seconds. Salty Boy's like, all right, toss the Nitro Cell, free kill.
It's great communication between Salty Boy and Kinger. Essentially, at that point in time, I think Kinger is probably sitting in the Discord going, Salty Boy, follow me around because I'm going to get you a kill. That's essentially how it's going to go at that point in time. So The St. Clair, yes, they get 3 rounds unanswered, but here's the thing. They used a lot of these optimal site locations already, so now they have to go into where they might be not so comfortable compared to these other site
Kinger,
locations.
he's going for it here. Goes for the nitro cell. I don't think anyone's there, though. Not going to get any kills, no damage.
I respect the play.
I do respect it as well. We've seen him do it a couple of times. I don't think he's gotten any kills from it, but he's done a decent amount of damage. He has, okay. So he has been successful with it, but they are going to dodge that bullet or that nitro cell for now.
It's a lot more valuable for the damage, though, like you were saying. Like, getting the kills is very inconsistent, but getting damage is fairly consistent for it. Like, I mean, if you could even just go through there and take, what, 2 players down to half HP, definitely worth.
This is going to be Smasher moving through here with a hologram. Not going to spot anyone out just yet. Kinger actually able to dodge away from that for the moment. Iana going to move in through these halls, trying to find anyone he can. Drone going to spot him out, though. Means he has to back off towards those bomb sites again. Smasher going to be moving on in through bathroom here. Pretty aggressive positioning early on in this round for him.
Yeah, some very nice early aggression. Kinger will fall back into a good position. Rapid, though, with an entry frag, and Saints are heating up here, John. If they win this round, they're on match point, and St. John's definitely has a little bit of a problem if they do lose this one here, but like that being said, Warlord will be finding Chars. Gonna leave it into a 4-on-4. Rapid's been tagged. Oh, they get some more damage off onto him. There's the kill for Winged Usar, and Rapid will fall, and he's the player that's been lights out 17-6. To have him out of the round puts a lot of pressure on Salty Boy, Kinger, and JM Beast in this 3-on-4 clutch.
The all chats are flying around right now. You can tell the intensity is high in this lobby. St. Clair now at a 3v4 player disadvantage here, but Kinger holding this line, still alive here. All players from St. Clair still full HP, and they have a lot of utility available as well. So definitely not a lost round quite yet, but they're going to have to play this very, very carefully. There's going to be St. John slowly moving on through site here. Try and get this diffuser down for a second, checking every single corner. Kinger with a nice angle here. Going to wait for someone to try and walk through here.
Getting a sit rep.
Yeah, I mean, the setup is there for the Saints, but as soon as St. John's makes their entries, it's going to be very hard to defend a swing for Kinger. I don't know how I feel about that. And it was not needed to come through. He could have just sat on the site, but it's not going to work out. Now, St. John's with a 4v2. This is a round that it's looking like they're trying to take here, unless Salty Boy actually in a little bit of an interesting position. He has a lot of intel all around him, just doesn't have these players poking their heads out quite yet.
They are waiting to try and push through here, try and get the nades through. He's going to be stopped for the moment. JMB's trying to hold back on site here, trying to save this round, but no, Warlord going to find the headshot, a triple kill for him in this round. There's only one left, and Winged Usar going to take him down, and St. John's going to draw us to 5 rounds apiece here. This is looking like it could be an OT map 3, and we are going to get a pause from St. Clair to calm the nerves. And I don't know, the timeout for them, I'm definitely feeling like it's going to calm their nerves a little bit. For us, it's just going to get more intense because we got to wait to see these next couple rounds come through, and this is just an insane game right now.
Yeah, very, very big there for that one. Insane game indeed. Rapid going to be there to call that pause there on that one. So it is going to be the side of the Saints trying to slow this one down here a little bit, like we were saying, right? I mean, I like that they call the pause. I'm a very, very big fan of that pause being called.
Yeah, and I think for me, it was kind of even watching Kinger swing that, right? Like, if he just waited maybe like 10, 15 seconds more, it's a free kill for him there because they haven't drawn him out. They have no info that he's there. You saw how much I forget who shot him, but like how much they were flinching when they saw because they weren't expecting it. So if he had a little bit more patience, you definitely would have found a kill there, and it would have made the round a lot easier for St. Clair. And that is something that you got to think about going into these rounds, right? Like, these players, super, super high intensity right now. Every single move you're making is super important. Every single piece of utility laid down, super important in these rounds. And I can't believe how close this game is, honestly, because like map number 1 and map number 2 were just so one-sided in every facet. But this map number 3 has gone back and forth so much between these teams.
Yeah, this has just been a blood battle here on map number 3. Like you said it perfectly, right? They're just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It's like a game of tennis. They're on a huge rally, and they're just going back and forth. And at this point in time, I mean, if you're from the side of St. Clair, yes, you drop that one round, but you get to at least just one of those sites that you're not as comfortable with out of the way. It's gone. So you can just cycle through these ones. If you can get back to the 2 sites that you won pretty dominantly where Rapid popped off, I think that the Saints will have a lot of success once again. Yeah. It's all just about fighting their way through to get to that point once again.
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be very important to see here. And right now, I think Rapid at 18-5 or something insane. He is just absolutely having a game for himself here, and I want to see some more members of St. Clair step up here. They got to really pull it together because they've been doing a really good job throughout this entire series. Like, they've been playing out of their minds, and against a team of this caliber, you have to be playing out of your mind to try and win this series. And I mean, right now 5-5, it's anybody's game at this point.
Yeah, you win 2 rounds, you win the game. You win 1, you lose 1. You see OT, you lose both, you lose the game. And now, John, what do you think? What is your predictions now? We have a little bit better of an idea. We're at 5-5.
I can't predict that.
Yeah,
I can't predict this.
So,
every single round has been like so back and forth, and like we saw earlier on in the first 2 maps, right? It was like whatever team found first blood, they just kind of steamrolled a lot of it. There was a couple rounds here and there where like a team would find first blood, and then there'd be a massive pushback. They'd be able to take it, but for the majority of the time, like that first blood turned into the rest of the round. This one, I feel like we've seen so many times where first blood is like irrelevant, right? Because you see first blood, and then there goes trade. Everybody's dying every which way, and then you just end up with a 1v2 in the end. And it's just been like, it's so unpredictable on Villa that it's so exciting, and I can't make a prediction because anything can happen.
So here's a question though that might be a little bit more predictable. I know it's very still, very questionable, but do you think we see the overtime?
I think so. I think we see the overtime. I think St. Clair, after this timeout, they've calmed their nerves a bit. I think they're able to find this round, but I think St. John has a fire in their belly. They've been able to find a round. They've been able to stop St. Clair's roll, and I think that's super important for them. And I mean, I think in overtime, I think this game is worthy of an overtime. This series is worthy of an overtime here in map 3.
Yes, and with that being said, I know there's a little bit of rules that are different when it does come to the league. So actually, during this time here, I'm just going to ask our production here real quick. Do you know that if it's a win by 2 rounds, or can you just close it out 8-7? That's something I'm very interested to see, because I remember when we were doing NJCAAE, you had to win by 2 rounds. Okay. It was unlimited time. You had to win by 2. Some of the other leagues are you have to win 8-7, and you just close it out there.
So there's just 15 rounds flat, and then it's done at 15. I don't know, especially because it's semifinals too, right? So like, I couldn't tell you. I don't know either way. I guess we're going to find out if we do end up getting that far. And I mean, both of these teams very worthy of going that far. We've seen we've seen pop-offs from both of these teams, from multiple players on both of these teams. It is first to 8. Thank you, production, for that. So it will be around 15 cap, and one of these teams will have to win by then. And at 5-5, with timeouts come through. Timeouts come through, and now we're going back into game. Like I said, it is so close. Both these teams have performed so well in this series on both sides, on attack and defense. It is anyone's game at this point.
Yeah, we will be seeing a minimum here of 12 rounds get played and a maximum of 15 get played between these 2 teams today. What a game in this game 3. I mean, we got the map 3 that we were hoping for, the exciting game that we were looking for.
Yeah, unfortunately, all the kills and assists and everything did reset, so we aren't going to get to see that, which is quite unfortunate. But regardless, that's okay. We'll just remember Rapid was at some ridiculous amount of kills and assists. We'll call that a day, because that's pretty much what had happened in this game so far. And right now, we do see a couple operator swaps there. We see Heretic going over to the Ace, as well as Warlord swapping over to the Thatcher. And we've seen Thatcher actually not banned on this one, and I think it's been used in every single round. And Unstoppable, again, going to be going onto that Osa with the shield. And, I mean, it worked. I think they've gone 1-1 with it. I think they won a round and lost round with it. So it's interesting they're going to go back with it again and try it for a 3rd time.
Yeah, I think it is definitely very, very interesting to see here. Now, do we see some more aggression from the Saints? After losing a round, I think they really start to tone it back once again and really just pull back onto the site. Part of me also thinks, though, the winner of this round wins the game. Because if you get to 6, you just have that big advantage. You get to that 6-point marker, you're on match point, you have more opportunities to close out the game.
I think we could see that, but again, I think it's a very, very tough call to make right now. And we see all these players who don't want to go down early in these rounds because they mean so much. They literally will decide this series. So any first blood that you give up is huge. Char's gonna get chipped down to half HP. He's gonna have to back off this angle and try and escape, but they know where he is. He's in such a tough spot right now. He's gonna have to try and escape. He's gonna pop down some utility here, try and slow down this push in from St. John's, but he might be doomed in that spot. Nate gonna come through. Jaeger trap gonna stop that one for the moment.
Yeah, but another nade is going to be following it up, so I think that Jaeger trap is gone here now. The grenades can come through. Not going to get the impact that they were looking for with those ones, so we're still remaining on a 5-on-5. The health advantage still in favor for St. John's. We're now a minute 20 through, and this next minute and a half is going to be crazy important for both of these teams that are looking to make NECC Grand Finals. Unstoppable. He's going to set the Osa shield down, and Osa shield down, and it is going to be him really trying to open things up. He runs into a player going for a swing. Not going to be able to find the kill. Does get a little bit of chip damage off on a rapid, however.
Hologram going to come through here, going to push on the site here, see what kind of information they can find. It is going to be one pushing up through basement here, actually. So really, really far positioning for that flank here. Rapid going to get shot down, though. Unstoppable going to spray him. Now 4v5 scenario here, charged down to half HP as well. It's not looking great for St. Clair. Second Osa shield going to be set up here, just waiting for that diffuser to be put down here on site. And they have such a good setup. If they can get this plant down, St. Clair is going to have a really, really rough time trying to actually clear this out and get this defuse through.
Yeah, they're going to definitely have a tricky time here coming through and trying to get this one down there. Osef shield just continuously coming through. JMB still holding on this a little bit of an angle here. Unstoppable, though. I don't think he knows JMB's is way up in this corner. Oh, that sound cue might just do it. JMB's will fall to Warlord. Kinger, will he find one? He does. Can he find a second? Get some damage off onto Smasher. No kills come through. Still a 3v4. If Kinger can find one more, it'll flip this round on its head. Salty Boy take down. Everybody for the Saints are weak. Unstoppable. No, gonna drop to Salty Boy. We're in a 3-on-3. This is anybody's round to take. However, St. John's will have the upper hand. Chars, good for winged user. And it's now another for Kinger. And Chars will clean it up. Your Saints will advance to match point against St. John's.
A 3v5, and they end up winning it 3-0. Every single member of St. Clair left standing in that round. Absolutely massive for them. That timeout paid off so much, because you got to think about how much composure you have. You're in a 3v5 scenario. You have one player down to half HP. The fact that they're able to win that round, actually unbelievable. And now, if you're St. John's, that was a round you needed to win, and you had it in the palm of your hand, and St. Clair just ripped it away from you. And now, going into this could be the final round of the entire series.
I think they lost first floor last time. Did the Saints win first floor, or did they lose it? I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% if the Saints won first floor last time around. I'm trying to recall, but I'm just not quite sure here. It is going to be St. Clair back onto this first floor here now, up against St. John's. And it's all comes down to this one. It all literally does happen. St. John's, is this a must-win if you want to make it to Grand Finals? As St. Clair wins this round, they will be headed into those NECC Grand Finals themselves.
And look at St. Clair going for this setup. JM Beast on the Capcan this time around. We got Rapid on the Jaeger. Kinger back on that Pulse. We saw how much damage he did a couple rounds ago on that. We'll see if Salty Boy can follow him around. Maybe make use of that Nitro Cell yet again. 5 seconds. This could seal the fate of St. John's, or they could send us into an OT here in map number 3.
So it does look like St. Clair did win the first floor there last time around. They're looking to do so once again. That does provide me a little bit of kind of a little reassurance here for the Saints, and it makes things definitely scary on St. John's. And if you're St. John's in this one, you are stressing. You are shaking in your boots, because if you do not win this round, that is the end of your NECC run. That could be the end of your collegiate esport career. Definitely
a lot of pressure for everybody in this lobby right now. Every single one of these shots is going to be so meaningful. Stairs. Hologram going to get pushed out here. It means they have to back off. Again, Unstoppable on the Osa. Going to pop down that shield very early in this one to make sure nobody finds any early shots. Is going to be able to hold that angle for a moment. JMB is still sitting so aggressive on these stairs. He will spot out by the Hologram. I don't think they're expecting him to still stay here. And Salty Boy has a shot as well, going for the trade just in case he goes down. So St. Clair, pretty good positioning here, but he's going to spot it out again by that drone. So he's going to have to be careful how he plays this one out.
I like that Kinger's on the pulse. He just hasn't been able to spot anything really out with it quite yet. So they know where the players are not right now, as Kinger is clearing a lot of these areas with that pulse, trying to get any sort of intel here for his team. No damage has been inflicted here in the first minute and 20 seconds, but that's Winged Husar finding Rapid. It's going to put this one to a 5-on-4. The top frag for the Saints is down. St. Clair, what are you going to do to answer back?
They have to try and find some kind of trade here. JMBeast has to go massive on these stairs here. Diffuser is going to get planted actually on site now. Heretic successful on that one. One gets spotted out. Winged are going to find Charles with a headshot, and now a 3v5. JMBeast down low. Salty Boy Jesus, 0 HP is down. That's going to be Diffuser tapped, but it doesn't matter. Kinger in a 1v5 scenario to try and win this one out, to try and send them to the grand finals. Can he do it here? Player post up here. Shot's gonna come through. Not gonna find it just yet. Warlord gonna find the headshot and a flawless round on 12. We're going to OT.
Yeah, that is a stressful one here. Now, if you are from either side, I was not okay. You know, I could have seen St. John's taking that round. I was not expecting a flawless.
No.
The flawless coming through could really hurt St. Clair's momentum going into OT. The big thing is about regrouping and just, I mean, I wouldn't even hate another pause. I don't know how many pauses they actually have, but I wouldn't hate one.
Yeah, I think it'd be a pretty good choice here, but they are gonna save it for the moment. And I mean, for me, St. Clair gambled it on that stairs, right? It's the fact that you're investing not just JMBeast on that middle stair, but you're also investing Salty Boy behind the wall, ready for a trade. But because they decide to push away from it and they go towards another entrance, Rapid goes down, they're able to get the diffuser down quickly, and you're just stuck in such an impossible scenario because you're on the other side of the map near the other bomb site, and bomb is down like way far from you. So you're kind of just doing it. A gamble that they took did not pay off, and now they are into overtime here. Winner of this map goes to NECC Grand Finals. Loser goes home.
Loser goes home here indeed. 2 rounds is all that's needed for either of these two teams. You do not have to win by 2. It is straight up first team to 8 will close this game out. St. Clair will remain on the defending side for the first round of our overtime here now. A lot of changes coming through for the side of St. John's. Actually, only 2, and I'm going to take that back. But, oh, he's actually just
Is he actually going to go?
right
No
back
shot
onto
he goes glass here. There's no way Smasher goes glass. Oh my, if this gets picked up, I will be shocked. He's going to go for it. Smasher picks up the glass on round 13. Unbelievable. Unstoppable. Sticking with the Osa, we're going to have Heretic going on to the Ace, as well as Wingdasar going on to the Thatcher, and Warlord on the Ying. So wholesale changes, but I can't believe I'm seeing glass here around 13. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you would have thought you see it earlier in the game if you're going to see it. You're not going to expecting to see something like that here in overtime. You're expecting to see your default setups. You're expecting to see your, you know, what you're comfortable with here. No, it is going to be the side of St. John's trying to throw a wrench in St. Clair's plans, trying to catch them off guard with these new operator selects.
Is going to be playing on this outside window. Gonna spot out a few people with that drone. A lot of information given over, but he is pretty safe in that position for the moment, so he is going to stay out and pop out on the cam, see if he can catch anyone, but no action as of yet. And again, JMBeast sticking on these stairs, wants to try and find a pick on that aggressive push when they are trying to go through that staircase.
Trying to go through that staircase here for sure. It's now going to be Warlord opening up these windows a little bit more. Unstoppable, dropping his shields down. We're still in this 5-on-5, 1 minute and 15 now through in this round, and St. John's has been playing their attacking side very slow until it gets to the last like minute 20, and they get that full execution down. St. Clair, can they defend the execution this time around? That's the big question. Unstoppable, he's been so big on the Osa as of lately.
This is such a huge gamble. Like this Glaz, they have to get this plant down successfully and get a good Osa shield for him, or else this is going to all fall apart. So again, a team taking a gamble here in these final couple rounds. We'll see if it'll pay off on the other side for St. John's. Unstoppable going to find JMBeast early on here. A good kill to start off this round. They're going to toss some utility in here. Going to get Thermite through here to take out those Jaeger traps, and it means Unstoppable can move this Osa shield further forward here, trying to advance towards this bomb site. Smasher down to half HP though, but he's going to find Rapid with a headshot. The glass paying off here. Now Char is stuck in a very unfavorable position behind his desk. Not going to find the shots. No. Unstoppable going to take him down now. A 2v5, just Kinger and Salty Boy. All that's left for St. Clair. 47 seconds, so much time. And this just looks like St. John's cleaning up around 13.
Yeah, Salty Boy's been spotted out here now, and so many players making their way over towards him here. Kinger is going to be in the 2-on-5. Salty Boy's still holding down the door angle, but there's not a whole lot they can do. That's actually the diffuser down onto that play. It is going to be picked up from Unstoppable. Warlord will find Kinger, all up to Salty Boy. And the 1v4, Unstoppable is going to be coming through with the plant. Salty Boy now going for a little bit of a swing. Doesn't spot anybody out immediately, but a player will be looking to peek into his angle here shortly. And there it is. Warlord will find the kill. St. John's will find round win number 7. And they are going to be on match point and series point to try to advance themselves to grand finals. St. Clair, this is a must-win round if you want to keep yourselves in this NECC playoff run.
And to me, they looked so much better on defense than they did on attack. And that's what worries me here. St. Clair are going to be going towards that attack. They're going to have to pull something out of their hat to try and find a round win here. It's going to be a tough one, but we've seen them do it before. We can see them do it again. St. John's really, really well executed there. And again, like I said, you gambled on that glass, but it worked out so well. And now sitting on this defense that you looked so good on. This was your side select here early on in this match, going back to that comfortability. And interesting select here, actually. A lot of defensive agents here. Looks like they're going to play a lot of people on site. Obviously, Unstoppable going to be the roamer for them with the Jaeger, but pushing on the site here is going to be so tough for St. Clair, because how much utility can you stack on that? You have frost traps, you have the you have frost traps for Heretic, you have the Goyo, you have the Aruni. Like, it's just so much to work through for St. Clair to even get access to the site.
And the Valkyrie can just shut down your own utility, so I mean, it just makes it very, very difficult for you to actually make your way in onto the site. I completely agree with you on that one. And if we look at things, Rapid, he had a stellar game before we saw that pause. And after the pause, Rapid just hasn't been able to come back like he was beforehand. Currently now 0-3 after that quick little break there. Same as well as JMB. Such just that break, I feel like they were trying to use it as a benefit, but it might have hurt them, and it might have actually benefited St. John's.
I mean, they did end up finding one round after, but it's tough, right? Because, like, those are the players that you, especially Rapid, the one that's been fragging out in this game, dropped the NECC already in this one, and it just hasn't been able to find anything. And these are the most crucial rounds in the entire series. In your entire season, these are the most crucial rounds. This is when you need to be able to step up, find those frags, and push your team to victory. St. John's on match point here. This could decide the entire thing, or we could be going to a round 15.
Yeah, some drones are going to be coming through here now, and it is going to leave us with St. Clair opening up with some of these windows. None of them have really made their way inside the building early on here, so they're not going for this very much so aggression, but neither is the side of St. John's right now. Like, both teams are playing very slow back, and I feel like that is where you see the nerves kick in. When teams start to play a lot slower, it's because they're nervous. It's because they don't want to just give away these aggression kills. Leaves us still on a 5-on-5, our first minute down off the clock.
And they're going to have to show us something magical on attack here. Try and do something they haven't really been too successful doing. Finding a round win on attack to push us into a round number 15. Rapid going to scale the wall here. Try and pop in through a window. Try and find his first kill in these last few rounds. Try and get some momentum going. You can see him pop up at any moment, but it has to be his moment. It has to be some member of St. Clair. This has to be their moment to force this into a round 15. And you see nerves of steel for a lot of these players right now. They got to be shaking in their boots, because this means everything to them.
Your last 90 seconds of this round means everything to both of these teams. All 10 players in this lobby. It's going to really impact how their mood is going to go for the rest of this evening. It's going to be now just a minute 15. I mean, St. Clair being on the attack, they got to make their way in a little bit further, a little bit closer to this bomb site. They're going to have problems. It's going to be mayhem when they make their way onto the site in this last minute, and everybody is still alive.
St. Clair slowly advancing through these halls. They don't want to give anything away. They don't have to. JMB's going to find Heretic there. Salty Boy going to find Unstoppable as well, but JMB's going down. He's going to be able to get res, though. Shots going to come through Rapid. Going to find another one here, and St. Clair already up to a 3-man advantage here. King are going to find one, and just like that, JMB's going to find a fifth. Flawless for St. Clair. We're going to a round 15 game. Absolutely insane. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better series here in the semifinals.
Yeah, you could not ask for a better series here at all. It all comes down to this. This is the one round. It's came down everything
St. Clair
to this.
Is on defense for this one, and Clair is going back on that pulse. I want to see another Nitro Cell kill between him and Salty. That would be absolutely huge, but this means everything. Now, this is your entire season on the line. A spot in the grand finals is waiting for one of these teams. We'll see which team can capture that, push themselves to greatness, and which one of these teams is going to fall down to that third, fourth place.
Yeah, who needs best of threes anyways? They're severely overrated. All you need is one
true.
round.
One round. That's all we need, really. It's
Yeah,
the most exciting thing anyway, right?
Yeah, all I know is that in the next 4 minutes, we will have one of these teams in grand finals. And that is very exciting to say. It's very scary to say, but both these teams are going to be trying to fight their hearts out here in round number 15. I think like, if you're St. Clair, you are ecstatic to be on the defending side.
I think for me, both these teams deserve that spot. They have proved time and time again how strong they can be. They've come down from odds in so many rounds. Like, I don't think you can ask for a better series than this, but here we go. 10 seconds before we get into this one. This is their entire season on the line. Who will step up when their team needs them most? Will it be someone from St. John's, or will St. Clair end up taking this one, going to grand finals themselves?
We're about to find out. We're in the action phase. 2 minutes and 50 seconds is remaining to plant the bomb now for St. John's, or to find all 5 kills onto the members of St. Clair. The pulse drone coming through for Kinger once again. He finds this intel. Now that is so
and
so
I think
big.
Rapid's in the basement. I think this might be a kill. I think Rapid went all the way down. Yeah, you see him. He's down here. He could find a free kill here if they coordinate this properly. That would be absolutely massive for them.
They still have the intel. They're still pinging him out. And Kinger, he is doing so good at, even if he just keeps the intel on just this one player here, that just keeps him locked up. Kinger can just follow him around and knows exactly where this player is going to be located, despite if he does move. He still has him stuck here as well.
Rapid doesn't want to give anything away. You have to try and guarantee this kill on this player, but he hasn't moved in like 30 seconds. St. Clair still wasn't moving, and you know that player's there, so he's locked in. Rapid still trying to peek through this window, but not do anything. And he's just sitting there. This is crazy to me that you're still pinging out this player and not taking him down here in this round. Still 5v5 scenario here. This means everything for these players. This is their entire season on the line. All they've worked for, all those hours in scrims and practice with your team, strategizing, all comes down to this round. 1:42 left.
He lost him. Oh, no, he didn't.
No, he's still there.
Still got him. He's still there. The intel is there for the side of St. Clair. I mean, there's only 90 seconds, and we haven't seen a kill come through here yet, John. It all comes down to this one. It is going to be unstoppable, keeping moving this Osa shield up further and further. Right along the other side of the wall is a player, Kinger. Does he still have the intel on a couple of these players? I'm not 100% sure if he does. Unstoppable here. He knows the players right up to his right. The utility going to come through, and that is going to be Salty Boy falling. Warlord with the first. Smasher with a kill on the Rapid. Kinger charges the JMBs to make it happen. Kinger good for 1 on the Warlord. It's a 3v4. Still a very winnable game for either side. You gotta go huge here if you're the Saints. You're down a player with only 55 seconds left on the clock. Kinger trying to pulse some players out. He gets a little bit of intel. And actually, he's going to pulse out 2 of them, so he gets a little bit more intel than maybe he was hoping for. So it's good for the side of St. Clair. Can they turn this one around despite being down a player? That is Kinger going down. It all is up to Chars and JMPs to go to grand finals. JMPs will find 1.
He needs to find more. They need to get 1 more. They need draws to even. Chars down to half HP. All 3 members. St. John's full HP bomb is going to go down here. Diffuser planted. Can St. Clair put this one in better, or will St. John's go to grand final? Shots can come through here. JBs can hit that wing star, but none of them are going to die. The trade's not going to come out here. Nitro's not going to be thrown in, but not going to take anyone down just yet. Both members of St. Clair down low. Charles going to find a kill, though, on the wing to Sar. Unstoppable going to trade him back on a JMB, so there's only 1 player left. Can Charles clutch it up? Finds 1, but no! Heretic going to trade him out, and that is going to be it. St. Clair going to fall at the last hurdle. St. John's going to move on to the NECC Grand Finals.
Huge win there for the side of St. John University. It all came down to a 1v1 at the end of that one with Chars involved in it. The diffuser was down. Big plays for St. John's, and it all came with the opening there on those first 2 kills, putting it to the 5-on-3. Your Saints will fall 2-1 in a heartbreaker loss to the sides of St. John to advance now to that NECC Grand Finals here. St. Clair, they will fall, but you cannot beat yourself up about it. I know that these 2 teams were very evenly match, but this, at the end of the day, St. John's was still a 1 seed, and St. John's still had a little bit better of a regular season record than you to force it into a map 3 OT, playing a map
round
on Bank.
15.
Yeah, round 15. I mean, you gotta pat yourself on the back regardless of that being said. Yeah. Their season is not over quite yet. They still do have Unified to play in, but man, a heartbreaker loss for the Saints.
Yeah, I just got to think about that last round. They had so much information. Rapid was playing that so well, but he just got a little bit too cocky. He ran up the stairs. The sound cue came through. Player picked him off, and they gamble. Again, that's 2 times where St. Clair goes for these gamble plays, and they don't pay off, and it bites them in the butt here. It's just so tough to watch because, honestly, like, if they're able to find that kill on that player, Kinger and Rabbit can push through on the flank. They have so much good positioning, but unfortunately, St. John's going to sniff it out. But, I mean, overall, still unbelievable series. You couldn't ask for anything better in R6 at all.
Yeah, you definitely can't ask for anything better than that. I mean, you can't get a closer game than that. You can't get a closer series than that. GG's to both teams. Once again, congratulations to St. John's. I'm very excited to see how they do perform in NECC Grand Finals, whether that is up against BGSU or whether that is up against the side of Purdue Black. Both teams are strong rosters. Very excited to see who will come away with the NECC title here. Unfortunately for the Saints, they will be sent over to Unified. That is the last tournament they will be playing in here this season. They are going to be in the round of 16 currently, I believe, for that here right now. So the Saints, it's a tough loss, but you got to bounce back.
Yeah, I definitely think you're looking to the other leagues, but definitely one you can be very, very proud of. They gave it their all. Every single player in this lobby played absolutely unbelievably. They all had their star moments. They all had really good plays. And if you're St. Clair, you definitely put your hat on this game and say, we tried our best. We did everything we possibly could. And I mean, it literally came down to a 1v1 at the end in round 15. Like, you can't get anything better than that. So, St. John's, congratulations on making it to the grand final. St. Clair going to take a third, fourth. I don't know if there's a third place match.
I do not personally think there's a third place match. It is just going to go to a third, fourth placement there for the side of St. Clair falling in this one. I'm going to be very interested to see who won between Purdue and BGSU actually as well. But with that one being said, that is going to wrap us up here for this evening. It's a fairly late evening as we did go full 3 maps through the full distance. But with that one being said, we got a few things that we're going to talk about here before we actually do sign off for this evening. Starting things off is going to be Crunchyroll. Why don't you take us away with that, John?
We love Crunchyroll here. Our newest sponsor came by in September. We've been having a blast with them. You can get yourself a 14-day premium trial for free at crunchyroll.com/Saints. Go check it out. They got a huge library of anime to look through and choose from. You can see anything anime you can think of. They got it on there. Make sure you go check it out. Again, you can get a 14-day premium free trial at crunchyroll.com/Saints.
Yeah, and we cannot forget about any of our other sponsors here as well. So thank you to the Tim Hortons, the Subway, the St. Clair SRC, the St. Clair College Alumni Association, as well as the St. Clair College Zeckelman School of Business. We wouldn't be able to put on these fantastic shows without you guys, and thank you to all you viewers back at home as well. Like I was saying, we would not be here and not be able to have the motivation to do this without all you viewers back at home rooting us on every single day. And if you guys are interested in becoming a Saint yourself, we are going to be recruiting for fall of 2022 right now, whether that is varsity or academy. Tons of new scholarship positions are available for a wide range of esport titles. So if you're interested in getting into collegiate esports and you're interested in becoming a player for the St. Clair Saints, make sure you guys go to that link there at the bottom, stclairsaints.ca/join, or go into the Twitch chat and do !join to submit your application today and see if you can get an offer for the 2022-2023 varsity or academy rosters.
Exciting stuff going on here. I believe that is all that we got before we wrap it up.
Just one more thing. I mean, we got some nice jackets on here, John.
Of course. I'm sorry. I can't forget about this beautiful, comfortable jacket. You can get yourself one of these as well if you go to acquire.ch/Saints. We got our jerseys, we got t-shirts, we got crew necks, we got hoodies, we got anything that you could want Saints. We got masks, we got flags there. Go check it out, acquire.ch/Saints. Get yourself a nice set of St. Clair Saints merch. Cheer on the boys. Like you said, R6, they're still in another tournament. They still have Unified to play through, so they're still going to be here. Make sure you cheer them on. Get yourself some merch to do that in a better, more fashionable way.
Yes, definitely do so yourself. And that is going to wrap us up here for this evening, guys. Thank you so much, everybody back home, for tuning into this nail-biter of a series. With that one being said, my name is Jackson Pride Brown, joined alongside John Bill Bangs Wadima, and we will catch you guys all on the next one.